take. The problem was that, there was a reason because I lost my father very early age, and my mother was a working woman and she was inspector. She was working in a police. So there was a fear, if I won't be able to do anything, what will they say, that mama to bahar rehti thi, what kind of upbringing she has gotten.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest fear. I don't want to spoil my mother image in front of others. So I was just trying to put 100% from my side.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. Very good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. Thanks
So,
for
for
asking.
the first time we are connecting, so may I know your introduction,
Yeah, we are
your
pretty.
name, where are you from, everything about you?
Yeah, my name is Poonam Shukla. I am a homemaker and a part-time YouTuber also. I am running my own YouTube channel. If I talk about my education, I have done masters in science. As far as my family background is concerned, I born and brought up in Kanpur, but right now I am putting on in Delhi. And in my family, I am living in a nuclear family with my husband and my 9 years old of daughter. As far as my experience is concerned, I haven't done that much. Yeah, still I have the experience of team leader experience for more than 4 years. I work as insurance advisor and as a teacher also. So that is all about me.
That's good, amazing. So, as you told that you were a teacher also, so how long had you been teaching?
I did teaching, I think not more than 6 months. I started doing teaching. I was a chemistry teacher, 10th class, but I joined it after my marriage, just after my marriage. And it was my biggest mistake because I wasn't aware the atmosphere of the in-laws house, how
Huh?
to tackle all the situation. So because of that, I after 6 months I left the job because it was getting difficult for me to manage. I was in my initial days and
Yes.
somewhere ruining my relationship with my in-laws and all kind of things. So I thought I should give preference to that thing first, then I will do it later on.
So,
And
do you
later
consider it is a mistake? Do you consider these are mistakes which we make after getting married?
yeah, you need to prioritize what is your priority. When you go to in-laws house, you have lots of expectation, and the atmosphere is totally changed from your parents house. Earlier I was taking tuition. Before getting married, I was working and I was independent, and whatever I used to do, I used to get applause from my parents side. Okay, so these
Okay.
are what I was having. But when I came to my in-laws, I started doing job, but I wasn't aware that I have to manage my household chores along with these things. So I was going to school, and somewhere I was managing. But when I see
Oh,
the discrimination between my sister-in-laws and my job, both were
oh,
working, but there are a huge gap. So it was getting difficult for me, and I started getting bad behavior from their side. So somewhere it was hampering. You can understand. So
so to overcome from these type of problems, so what did you change in yourself?
I didn't change that much. Initially I just thought ki I to give some time to my relationship because it's quite new. Job I can do earlier because it was not a government job. But if I were in the government job, everybody must have supported me. So
Yeah.
that's the reason also, because nobody take private job seriously. But it's been 21 years old, 21 years. So that time the tendency was quite changed. But now people has changed. They have started taking private job as serious as the government job. But that time I was taking classes, I was going to school, I was taking tuition. And if I required for 30 minutes break, so I was not allowed. And that 30 minutes create a chaos. That 30 minutes break was a kind of chaos. So somewhere I felt bad. I said, okay, if things are not going well, why I am putting me that much? Why can't I spend my husband money? I should also take break. So I did that thing. Yeah, but
Yeah, so we have right to spend money according to our choice. Husband money is our money, and our money is only our money.
yeah, and our money, and why we are taking care of in-laws and taking care of house.
Everything is free of cost. We are serving for 24/7. We are doing everything without having anything. So it's our right to spend money if we want to spend according to our wish, according to our choice.
In my mind. Why can't I spend? Why I am struggling that much and I am not getting any kind of praise and any kind of thing, and everybody is looking me in a disgraceful manner. So these were things was, quite hurting me. So I just thought, okay, if they are happy that I should at home, so I would be more than happy to be at home and relaxing, feeling my leisure time, enjoying all kind of things. So I started doing the same thing. But as soon as I came to Delhi after 2 years of marriage, I started my job, and I did job for I think more than 10 years. But when I got pregnant, so I had no other choice but to take care of my daughter.
10 years you got pregnant.
Yeah, after 10 years of my marriage. So that's why I took the decision to stay at home. And that decision I was not aware will go that much long. I thought after 2 or 3 years I would be able to rejoin, but that time didn't come back.
Yes. this is this is like a turning point.
Yeah,
We can go forward or we can stay there where we are now. This is
yes.
turning point like a
But
okay.
there are, due to the virtue of, today's era, internet era, there are plethora of opportunities through which you engage yourself, you can earn, and you can gain your confidence back.
And there is no need to go out.
Yes, yes, there needs no. And my daughter is quite clingy. She doesn't allow me to go outside. She's too
Yeah,
attached.
your company. She
Yeah,
needs your company. She
yeah.
wants company. So when you were in your in-laws' home, so at that time, what was your biggest fear which you had inside you?
The biggest fear was initial days. It was if I wake up late, would be their reaction. And my sister-in-laws and my age, but there was 4 years of difference. But what I used to do, I used to wake up early around 6 o'clock, and I used to wear sari.
And what about her?
She used to get up around I think 8, 7:30. So, but yeah, one thing I just appreciate, my in-laws used to do all the cleaning and all part by her themselves, because they were thinking somewhere with my daughter is sleeping. So how can I tell? So these things I just,
What about that?
yeah. So this thing I appreciate. And if I talk about my mother-in-law, she never scold me for anything which if I made any mess up in while cooking food, any kind of thing. She always, she was always supportive. But still, in-law is in-law. We get that thing from in-law side. So this was the biggest fear. If I make any mistake, the problem was that there was a reason, because I lost my father very early age, and my mother was a working woman and she was spectre, she was working in a police. So there was a fear, if I won't be able to do anything, what will they say, that mama to bahar rehti thi, what kind of upbringing she has gotten.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest fear. I don't want to spoil my mother image in front of others, so I was just trying to put 100% from my side. But still I make mistake. I was that time 22 years old, so I was not that much experienced. So things happen, we learn by the experiences. Now I am bold enough to handle anything.
This
Yeah,
kids, na, that's why we didn't know how to handle every situation. But we
yeah,
have to face. Every woman, every girl have to face these
yeah,
type of problems in their in-laws' house.
yeah.
So it's bad sometimes. So at this point, we start losing
To
ourselves.
face this, but irony is that the very time she turned as a in-law, she did do the same thing.
Yes.
That is the irony.
Wants to inspire everyone that I am perfect. She always try to show herself that I am perfect in various ways. I will be able to do everything to make others happy. So this is our biggest mistake. We want to impress everybody. We don't want to care about ourselves. And this is the point where we start losing our hope and where we start losing our confidence also. That
Yeah,
we are doing everything, but we are not getting anything from everybody. So this is a side point about
yeah.
every family.
After spending 21 years, now I have realized, and I think every woman realize these kind of things after 5 or 6 or 10 years.
Yes,
Some will
after
take,
5 years.
will take more time. So I took more time, but now I am strong enough, because when you get any comments from your in-laws and any side, some that time we feel devastated, that after spending so much year, putting so much effort, I tried my best to make them happy.
Yes,
all over with ruin if you make any single mistake, if you answer back that for anything which was you have done for yourself. So that one comment can ruin all the things. So that time I realized what is the sense of
Happened with
putting.
me also. It happened
I
with me also.
I mean, everybody, every woman has, I think, passed through this kind of situation. So it is would be good enough. The early you understand this, you cannot make everyone happy. Your first responsibility to make yourself happy. A happy person can make others happy. That is the best thing. If you are not happy, you won't be able to give love and affection to your kids, especially your kids and your husband. And what we do, we pent up all the anger of in-laws in our kids.
And husband also
Yes. And it's ruin our relationship.
destroy our relationship.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the time. And
Yeah.
if we I must have observed that if in-laws in our head home, what kind of conversation we do? We only do your mother said this one, your father said this one. These kind of conversations we do have only.
Like after 4 or 5 years, I used to think like now this is the right time to talk with my husband. This is the right time to talk with my husband. I can talk easily with my husband. And after a few minutes, my sasuma used to come to me. I will not say it happens with everyone. There are so many luckiest women also. They are not facing this type of problem. Their in-laws are very supportive, very
Yeah.
good. They behave
In,
in a very good way.
in
So
that
we
way,
were
I can
not
say I
in this
said very, and in that way I can say I am lucky that my laws are supportive. I cannot say that they are not supportive. They understand me and they never did anything which can make me willingly. They didn't do anything which can make me unhappy. But the irony is that if there are girl in your family, if you have sister-in-laws, so you should come with a mindset. You are not going to be their daughter. There would be comparison. And if you are thinking to get the same love and
that
affection, it's the
exactly.
biggest mistake.
Exactly. Sometimes I also used to feel the same that they are treating their daughter in this way, but why they are not treating me like this way? So I used to think the same. Why they are not treating me like her? How they treat her? So it hurts a lot, sometimes, most of the time it hurts a lot that they are not like my parents. They are not
Yeah.
treating me like my parents, how they used to treat me. So it
Yeah.
hurts a lot.
Yeah, but now I can understand. Since I have become mother, especially a mother of a daughter, the way I am pampering my daughter, the way my husband is pampering, she's like a Cinderella angel for us. How can a person, we have spent 22 years with my daughter. After that, she will get married after 28 years. And how can I compare that love with the person whom I'm going to meeting first time? Like I have spent only 2 years or 3 years, like with the in-laws. After experience of 21 years, one thing I have gotten, no matter what you are effort you are putting, how what kind of relationship you are having,
What you
a single action can ruin all the things. And one thing you should always, no matter what, you cannot be a part of their family initially. Yeah, I have felt that you cannot be that integral part of their family. There always be a separation. When it's come to any point, you will feel that you are not part of that family. And in my case, I am not saying that my in-laws are bad. They are quite good. But when it's come to the comparison, again I said, again sister,
This is
especially if you
the
have
only problem.
elder
This is
sister.
the only problem. But in other ways, they are very good. They are
Yeah.
very. They will not hide from anything. They will not hide anything from you. They will share everything. They will talk to you. But when it's come to comparison between daughter and daughter-in-law, it hurts a lot.
I
This is
think
a big issue in everybody's family.
and something I think sister-in-law also don't want us to come close to their parents.
Their
This is
parents.
the which I have observed. Otherwise, if I talk about my mother-in-law, she's quite good. She always share each and everything. When I used to go to school, I have torn many sarees of her. I used to wear her sari, and there are every sari you will get a dent or any kind of a scratch. But she never said anything, and she used to give her all jewelry to wear me. But I have seen the expression of my those. When my daughter and my mother-in-law used to do such kind of things, she used to make anything special for me. say I have experienced that they don't feel good that time. My mother-in-law used to make kachoris and pie and chutney, whatever I like. Or
Same,
my
same. My mother-in-law, I also feel the same thing because my both sister-in-laws are married, and they both are younger than me in relationship, not in age. So when they come to my home, my in-laws home, so my mother-in-law's behavior suddenly changed. It seems changed.
actually at the point when this thing happened, one thing we feel that still I am not the part of this family, and those
At
secret.
that time, feel this. At that time, we realize that I'm not a part of this family. I'm
And,
someone else. Within living here unwillingly.
yeah. And it's like we are out person, we are third party, and those secret whispering. Just secret whispering, annoyed me a lot. Matlab, I cannot explain those feeling in the words. So whenever I face such kind of situation, I try to be me myself. So I don't let those negative thoughts impact me. That is the thing is totally on our hand. Initially, it was quite difficult. I used to think a lot. I used to think, things which happened 10 years ago. Those kind of words still provoke us.
We can't forget. We
Yeah,
can't forget.
don't forget. And this is the our old tape recorder. We used to play every time in front of our husband. That 20 साल पहले तुम्हारी मम्मा ने ये बोला था. So we are in habit of, yeah, but I have started working on myself, my personality. I have honing skill. You won't believe I have get rid of all these things. I don't even have time to think about that. Every time I used to think about my short, my
Then you will not get time to think about these type of negativity. So it's
yeah,
better to be busy every time.
yes. This is the best thing you can do with yourself. Keep yourself engaged in something concrete which can develop your personality on any scale. Get indulged in any kind of activity. This is the only and practical solution to get rid of those negative thoughts, I think.
Yes.
Because is a time, एक कोड मैंने बहुत अच्छा पढ़ा था. Like when you are in your 40s and 30s, आप किसी से इसलिए दूर नहीं होते हो कि आप उनको सबक सिखाना चाहते हो, बल्कि इसलिए दूर होते हो कि आप अपना सबक सीख चुके हो.
Yes.
After 5 years, you will feel a empty space around you, and you won't have anything to do with that. So this is the right time to develop yourself, to get engaged in something which you can go in the long run, so that you would be able to make yourself happy.
Very.
Making yourself happy is our responsibility. If you are thinking other to make us happy, it's the biggest mistake we are
No.
making.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true. But realize after some time, after wasting some years.
Yeah, it takes time. Experiences have not come in a 1 or 2 days. And when they come by the experiences, whenever you learn
Yes.
through your experiences, it would be helpful. If you think that someone has told me that I will start behaving that way, it's not going to happen. Whenever you learn through experiences, is go for the long period of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like.
So we had a
Very
long.
true. Okay, ma'am. It was nice session with you. We'll reconnect again very soon.
Yeah. Bye.